So are you ready to look at some weird kids? I am.
That's a cold open, but sure.
Raising. Yes. So, 10 unusual children you need to see to believe.
I mean, they clicked on the video. They know what we're doing.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I got
No, not at Nate. I'm doing this at Ben.
I got a little bit of like recording whiplash there. Just go on. I'll be all right.
So, okay. 10 unusual children you need to see to believe by The Richest. The Richest is it's a YouTube channel. Got a lot of subscribers and everything.
It's a YouTube channel? No.
Yeah, they mostly have
They watch YouTube videos?
well, they're a big. Reason I say is because they're a big YouTube channel. I think how many subs now?
Enough.
9.5 million.
Yeah.
Good
Ridiculous.
Lord.
And they mostly
that's
focus on
many.
doing top 10 lists, so they've done something right.
I mean, presumably.
Presumably, yeah.
Well, anyway, let's watch this video.
Let's just dive right in. See what these
just
kids
get in
are
there.
all about. Here we go.
All kids are unique in their own way, but some are more unique than others. From the super
Sounds like
strong
George
to the
Orwell.
incredibly beautiful, these kids need to be seen to be believed. Here are 10 kids you won't believe exist. Bayezid Hossein.
Wait, is this the kid
In
who?
southern Bangladesh,
Oh,
4-year-old
wow.
Bayezid Hossein is unable to attend school as the other children are afraid of him. The little boy suffers from progeria, a condition that causes premature aging of the body but not the mind. While Bayezid does have above average intelligence, his sagging skin, deep-set eyes, and other abnormalities caused by the condition give him the appearance of an 80-year-old man, as he ages at 8 times the normal rate. Bayezid's young parents have sought out different doctors, shamans, and healers to help their son, but he may not surpass 15 years old.
Oh, no.
So that's pretty much the Patch Adams, or not Patch Adams, but
Benja-
Jack.
Yeah.
The Robin Williams.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's
Same thing as
inverse
Jack.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
tough, dude. Tessa
Tessa
Evans.
Evans. Grania and Nathan Evans
Aw.
from Ireland were shocked to learn during an ultrasound that their baby girl would be born without a nose. Her disorder, referred to as arrhythmia, is extremely rare, with only
She's so
47
cute.
reported cases.
Aw.
Look at her,
To
she's
Look
make
at her.
it easier for her to breathe, a tracheotomy tube was
Oh,
placed in
honey.
her throat. At 2 years old, Tessa's parents allowed doctors to implant a 3D printed mold that will eventually appear as a normal nose.
Oh.
She will undergo numerous surgeries throughout her youth and into her teenage
That's cool.
years to improve the appearance of the mold. Once she has finished growing, a new prosthesis will be implanted and a tattoo artist will draw nostrils and shading to appear more detailed.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Young Shin.
That's cool.
Some people wish to stay eternally young, but Young Shin wants nothing more than to grow up. Meet this 10-year-old from South Korea. Okay, did we fool you? Shin suffers from Highlander syndrome, a condition that slows the aging process. Despite his appearance, which is equivalent to that of a chubby-cheeked
Highlander
boy,
syndrome.
Shin is actually 26 years old. Due to his youthful face and high-pitched voice, he is often mistaken
It's
for
Carly.
an elementary school student. He says
Wow.
he enjoys clubbing, going on dates, and drinking beer. He has been dubbed the Peter Pan of Korea, but doctors say the condition does not affect his overall health.
To be fair, a lot of people think
Wait, so I've actually read about Andy Milonakis is like that. Andy Milonakis has a similar condition like that. Andy Milonakis is over 40 years old, but yet looks like he's only like 16 or 17.
Carly is, what, 24?
No.
23?
Yes.
She looks like she's about
She just
13.
turned
She looks like she's
23.
about 12.
She doesn't have a disease. She's just got that face.
Yeah.
She's got that face.
She's got a
Also, she takes
youthful
care of
face.
herself.
She does take care of herself.
Yeah.
She puts on lotion every day. We'll all want to be
Or
her
else it gets the hose again.
when we're 40.
Jesus. All right.
I had to make it weird.
Shiloh Pepin. Let's see what
Shiloh
Shiloh's.
Pepin.
See what's up with Shiloh.
A little girl was born in 1999 with a dangerous and rare condition which doctors
Oh,
did
no.
not believe she'd survive. Shiloh Pepin was born with sirenomyelia, or mermaid syndrome, which caused her to be born with her legs fused together from the
What?
waist down.
Oh, no.
Infants born with this condition can sometimes have their legs surgically separated, but due to the blood vessels crossing from side to side in Shiloh's circulatory system, she could not have her legs separated. Shiloh was also born without genitals, a rectum, bladder or
Oh, yeah, now
Mother
we're
referred
getting
her
to
as a tough little thing with
problems.
a booming personality, and she appeared on Oprah 2020 and 2 TLC specials.
Wow.
Sadly, Shiloh passed away in 2009 at 10 years old due to complications
Oh,
from pneumonia.
honey.
Richard Sandrak.
Damn.
Known as Little Hercules in his youth, Richard Sandrak was named the world's strongest boy by
Oh,
the time he was 11
myostatin.
years old. Richard was born in a small village in the Ukraine, but moved to Pennsylvania
no.
when he was 2 years old. His father was a martial
Myostatin
arts world
inhibitors, I
champion
think.
and began training his young son after arriving to the United States. By the time Richard was 6, he could bench press 180 pounds. His training included 600 push-ups as well as 300 squats a day. They began traveling across the country for competitions, photo shoots, and Richard even starred in the 2009 film Little Hercules. He is now a stuntman at Universal Studios Hollywood. Kristina Pimenova.
Oh my gosh.
Originally from Moscow, Russia, Kristina Pimenova has been called the world's most beautiful girl. She's only 10 years old and has been modeling since she was 3. She and her mother moved to Los Angeles to continue Kristina's modeling career by signing with LA Models. She has already done
careful.
work with Armani, Dolce & Gabbana, and
Yeah.
Roberto Cavalli.
Be
She has been
careful.
doing runway modeling since she was 4 years old and has millions of followers on her social media
Yeah,
accounts,
that's-
which are managed by her mother. She only models children's clothing, but there has been some controversy over comments
There it
made
is.
on some of the
Yep.
youth's photos.
We had a talk earlier about Hollyweird and the shit that's currently going on,
And
or
modeling.
that has been going on, but has recently been exposed.
The modeling
ah.
circuit is worse.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
But it's good to know that. Well, okay. It can either be a good thing or a bad thing. If her mother is a responsible woman, that's one thing. But if her mother's like Honey Boo Boo's mama,
Oh, God. Why would you even bring that up?
And not to be like a generalist, but most moms with, pageant moms are generally more like Honey Boo Boo's mother than they are.
yeah, that's
nurturing.
true. But
Or
I'll say
prudent.
this girl's the symmetry of this girl's face is almost perfect. I
She
mean,
looks like Reese Witherspoon, but little.
well, no,
In this
her
picture.
face is actually a bit longer than Reese
Yeah.
Witherspoon's.
Reese-
The chin comes down a little bit longer.
It's like one of the little gelato spoons.
Huh? You're
That's-
right.
Oh, no. I was making a joke about Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, wait. I thought you were like the shape of her.
No.
face. I thought like the
But
little
the shape
gelato
of her
spoons.
face
I
does
thought you were
look like
talking
a
about her
little
face
gelato
like
spoon.
shaped like a spoon, like from the top
I'm going to do that
down.
office thing where I look directly into the camera for a minute.
Anyway, she's a little bab, and she deserves to be treated like a little bab,
And not,
an adult.
yeah.
Xianhang.
Pianshan-hang.
In Wenling, eastern China, Pan Xianhang has been referred to as fish boy due to a severe case of ichthyosis. This condition is a very rare skin condition that is presently incurable and causes dry, thick, and scaly-looking skin. It is uncomfortable and can be very painful, making it difficult to move and affecting the ability to swim, causing Pan to overheat easily. He also has difficulty sleeping due to the itching and pain. Hopefully one day a cure can be found, or at least a way to lessen the discomfort caused by the condition.
So Grayscale from Game of Thrones.
I actually read I read a news story recently about there is a skin condition that causes the epidermis and the dermis not to bond properly. So you end up with these horrible blisters all over your body because they just
Because they are constantly rubbing
because they're
against
constantly
each other.
rubbing against each other.
Wow.
They've actually had great success at treating that with genetically modified skin grafts.
Jesus.
I thought that was quite interesting.
Maybe that could work for him, like in the areas where it's really bad, like
Maybe
the back,
so.
like the back of his neck, maybe like the top of his head too, because most of the heat escapes through the top of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he could have like skin grafts on the top of his head, then maybe the majority of the heat would escape.
I don't know. That just made me think of it, and I went, because I thought that was absolutely fascinating. Just
Yeah.
we've reached the point where we can actually manage genetically modified skin grafts. That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah.
Deus Ex is coming, and it's coming fast.
Jesus.
Ben Underwood.
I didn't ask for this.
When he was only
Good.
2 years old, Ben Underwood of Elk Grove, California, was diagnosed with retinal cancer.
Really?
In order to avoid
I didn't-
the spread of the disease,
I didn't know that was a
his
thing
eyes
either.
were
I didn't
removed
either.
And replaced with prosthetics. Unlike most visually impaired people, however, Ben did not use a guide dog or a cane. By the time he was 5 years old, he taught himself to use echolocation like a bat, making a sharp clicking sound with his tongue and waiting for the echo to bounce off objects to help him get around.
That's
Using
cool.
I've actually
echolocation,
seen
he was
people
able
do
to play
that.
Basketball, rollerblade, and even ride a bike. He was the only human in the world to use solely echolocation to navigate his surroundings. Sadly, his cancer returned and he passed away at the age of 16 in 2009.
Oh.
There was actually a guy.
I'd like to point out he still probably could play basketball better than I can.
It was Stanley Superhumans.
Yeah.
There was a guy who actually did the same thing. They actually like set up an obstacle course in this parking garage that he'd never been to, and they said, "All right, make your way through it on a bicycle."
Well, okay, all right. That was a big, like, sharp turn. It's like, make your way through it. Okay, on a bicycle. What?
No, he was like, "Okay," and he's sitting there and he just goes, and he hears it and he moves around and he makes it through the obstacle course perfectly. Some people have that ability. I mean, when you lose your sight, they say that it's not theory. The myth is that your senses are the senses that remain are given like super sensitivity, but that's not true. It's just your body becomes more dependent on those senses.
Yeah, so
and
So
it
you actually
adapts.
so you
use
draw
them
out
more.
the detail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you draw out the details more, and you become. I used to do this when I was a kid. I used to shut my eyes and like listen to the layers of sound all around me. Like I'd be laying there on my bed, I'd close my eyes, and I'd hear like a bee outside the window, and then I'd hear the creek just at the bottom of the hill, and I'd hear kids playing like 2 houses down, and I'd do stuff like that. It was like
If you
almost like
focus long enough.
yeah, you
Yeah.
focus, you apply enough focus to something, you can figure out how to do all sorts of things with the senses that you have. That's just like the sense of touch. There's actually a guy, he can actually detect what surface he's touching just based upon the resistance that he gets from his fingers going across the top of it. It's like he can tell the difference between leather and pleather without even his eyes looking at it.
Elena's dad.
My dad has.
This is really cool.
So my dad has this thing. If you drop a coin, he can tell you exactly what kind of currency it is, and if you drop a bunch of coins, he'll be able to tell you how much money you dropped.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he developed that, but they do it to him at work all the time. They'll drop money. I don't know. He hasn't talked about it in a while. I presume they still do it, but they'll
Well,
drop money and they're like,
They do like
Well-
to fuck with him.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, the tone. It was always the tone of the coins that I noticed sometimes. Case in point, whenever I found my first silver quarter when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and
Yeah.
I heard the bounce of it on the table,
You're like, "Wait,
and
what?"
then a regular quarter.
Oh yeah, because they have different densities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I heard the difference in tones. And I was just like, oh, so that's silver.
Yep.
And then it was really cool.
Yeah.
But all right, here we go. John Chris Carl Quarante.
John
Oh, for God's sakes. All right, well, let me fast
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait. There.
John Chris Carl Quirante.
Quirante.
At just 9 years old, John Chris Carl Quirante from the Philippines is a local curiosity. It all started when his parents realized he was growing more than the typical baby teeth when he was a toddler. His parents could not afford a dentist, so it wasn't until he was 5 years old that he received his first x-rays. The dentist was shocked to see
Oh!
over 150 teeth on the boy's images. John Chris was diagnosed with hyperdontia, a condition that causes excess teeth to form and only affects 1 to 4% of the world's population. His condition worsened until he had more than 300 teeth crowding his mouth. He underwent surgery to remove 40 of the extra teeth and will need to undergo at least 7 more surgeries before his mouth will become more manageable.
Criminy!
Charlotte Garside.
My face hurts.
At birth, Charlotte Garside of Withersea, England, was less than 2 pounds and 25 centimeters long. She was so tiny, even premature baby clothing didn't fit, and she needed to be dressed in doll's clothing. At first, doctors were unsure of the cause of Charlotte's tiny size, but later discovered it was a rare form of dwarfism referred to as primordial dwarfism. This condition results in a smaller body size in all stages of life and can happen when both parents carry the gene. At 5 years old, Charlotte was only 9 pounds and 68 centimeters tall, not much bigger than an infant. When she began her first year of primary school, they needed to have her uniform specially made.
Oh.
We hope you enjoyed learning about these incredible kids. Let us know what you thought of this video down below in the comments, and please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching.
Okay. There's actually a really interesting story about a pair of twins. There's a pair of twins that were born, I think, in England.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I know you need to go potty. I know. I'll take you out in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
they are.
yeah.
Yeah, these two right here. The twins. You'd never believe that they're sisters. They're from the UK, and this is them right here. This is let's see, what's their names?
They're the Amers.
Yeah. Aylmers,
Aylmer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aylmer. Okay, yeah. So the Aylmer, Lucy and Maria Aylmer. This is them right here. They are twins. This was them in grade school. This is them after they've graduated.
Yeah, this is them a couple years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I remember when this story came out.
it to me it's screw you, Call of Duty World War II. Actually, I've heard that game's really good. But
Yep.
you'd never believe they're sisters. They're twins born the exact same day. It's just they were. It's just
They got different genes from their parents.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the
Boy,
damn,
that
what's the
meiosis is great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
well, it was the
All right, I'm gonna take Chico out. I'll be back.
pair of fraternal twins. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
So it's a very rare thing to happen, but it's just like wow.
Yeah, is there a statistic on that down there somewhere?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. All right. But you were saying?
Is there a statistic down there on that? Like how many? I mean, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Nope.
No, there's no statistic on that. But that to me is just both amazing and bizarre, and it's just
Yeah.
you'd never expect it from the two.
No.
Meeting them, you'd be thinking, oh, they grew up best friends or something. Like, no, she's my sister. It's like, come on, no, really, she's my twin sister.
Yeah, my twin sister.
My twin sister.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and they're both the same height. They're
Mhm.
they both like maintain pretty much the exact same weight their entire lives. It's just
that they
one,
have
it's
different.
just one's a ginger.
Yeah. Yeah. She got probably both of the
I think it's the
recessive.
father.
Yeah, the recessive genes. Yeah, it's the father.
Because the father was white and the mother was half Jamaican, from what I read in the article.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, interesting,
Yeah.
very interesting. You see, stuff like that blows my mind whenever things just keep you're new things are introduced into existence that may have happened in the past, but now we're able to
Document
it better
Yep.
because of the internet and because of information sharing is so easy nowadays. Which,
Yeah.
Gosh, just the amount of information that gets spread on the internet is amazing and scary because a lot of
some
that
of it's
shit
not
is
true.
A lot of that shit is fake news, bro. Gosh.
Hashtag fake news.
Hashtag fake news. Yeah. But this is real. This is real because
Yeah.
there's multiple reports of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've shown the birth certificates, they've shown the parents, and
Yeah.
they've done a blood test too to prove that they're sisters. So it just goes to show you, it's just you never know what's possible out there with it when it comes to the human condition.
Yep.
So yeah, but okay. Oh well, look who's back. That was quick. Yep. So, you see, the amount of possibilities out there for kids. For kids to have abilities and for kids to be able to also be like unfortunately stricken with ailments that are like the kid with the 300 teeth in his mouth still blows me away. The thought of that scares me.
But the documentation and spreading of that on the internet might help doctors in the future.
Exactly.
So, every bit of information helps.
Yes.
It's true.
100%.
So, yeah. I
agree.
Yep.
So, that was 10 Kids You Have to See to Believe by the Richest.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if you want to see more of their videos, there's a link down below in the description. Check out their channel. They got a bunch of top 10 videos on there. Check them out. And if you want to see more of our stuff, feel free to check the description as well. We have our Patreon. We have our Discord. We have several things down there I think you all might find interesting. So I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
I'm Lena.
And this is Chico, who is being a crunch boy.
Yeah, he's eating up.
He's hungry.
He's a hungry boy.
And we will see you later, Internet. Peace out.
Bye!